Hello yarn friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Morgan with Dream 9 Design. Now today I'm going to be showing you how to make this easy granny square curtain wrap. Now this can actually be used for a multitude of things, however I am using it to tie back my curtains. As you see, it is a very basic, pretty easy granny square, and then we go around with a small edging as well. I did use a self-striping yarn, but feel free to use whatever yarn you would like. If you haven't yet done so already, please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think of today's video and today's pattern, and hit that notification bell like I said. Let's get started and jump into the materials that we will be using for today's video. Materials for today are pretty easy. I'm just using some self-striping yarn here. Go ahead and check the description box down below. I will have some links on some great places to get materials. Now, I'm also going to be using an H or a 5mm crochet hook, and then you may want a tapestry needle to just go ahead and sew in your ends at the end, but that is all that we need, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, leaving a little bit of a tail for sewing in at the end, we are just going to start off with a slip knot and go ahead and put that on your hook. Now, this is a very easy, beginner-friendly pattern, so I hope that you guys enjoy it, and it brings a little bit of spice and pop to your house. Now, if you're going to follow along with my size, which is perfect for tying once and then doing a bow, I'll try to put right up here the length that it came out to. But let's go ahead and chain 130 chains and then do that. Meet me back here and we'll move on to the next step. All right, now we have our chain completed. Now what I want to do is count over 1, 2, 3. That's going to count as a stitch, okay? That's going to count as our first stitch. But we also need to skip 2 more, so we're going to skip a total in 5. And here's our 5th one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over and make a double crochet into the 6th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here's our 6th. And we are going to make a double crochet into that spot right there, okay? Now, excuse me, now at this point we're going to place 2 more double crochets back into that same space. Okay, so now as you see, we have this, which is going to count as our first double crochet with a skip 2. And then we have our 3. Now I'm not going to chain in between these double crochet clusters. We're going to skip 2. And then into the 3rd chain from our hook, we're going to make again 3 more double crochets back into that same space. So there's 1, here's 2, and this is 3 right here. Okay, now that we have that done, we are going to continue to do this all the way across the row. So we're going to skip this next stitch right here, so skip 1, skip 2, and into the 3rd stitch from our hook is where we're going to place 3 double crochets into the same space. So just continue to do that all the way until we get to the end, and then I will meet you guys back here and I'll show you how to move on to round 2. It's a really easy 2-row pattern with a border, so this is going to work up really quickly. These make really awesome gifts. You can put these into shops as home decor. Lots of options for these. So I will see you back for round 2. If you're like me and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches left, that's okay. Go ahead and do 1 double crochet decrease on that last stitch. So yarn over and go through the first 2 stitches, yarn over, and now we're going to go into the next stitch and pull up a loop. So now you should have 4 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to chain 3 and turn. And at this point, we are going to work directly back into this space, and we are going to make 2 more double crochets into the space right there next to where we ended. So there's 1 and here's 2. And that is going to be our first cluster, okay? So this is our last row, so pretty easy. Now, again, we're not chaining in between, but going to the next space, we will place 3 double crochets into the same space. So now we are working into the spaces in between our 3 double crochets. Okay, so continue to do this all the way down, and then we will work our border, and then we are done with these super beautiful yet very easy curtain ties. Here at the end, we have our like space and then our chain. Now what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna work 2 double crochets into the space, and then we're gonna finish off by putting our 3rd double crochet into just one of these chain spaces right here. Try to go towards the top. And now we've finished off with our 3. Now, what I think we're gonna do it this way, this is how I did it when I made the other one, is we're just gonna chain up 1, and now we're gonna start working back down this way, and then along the bottom part of the chain and all the way around and back up, and then we will end right here. You can also just chain 1, turn your work, but we're just gonna do a single crochet border around the edge. So right back here into like the space where we were working into, we're gonna place 1 single crochet. Now into our double crochet here, we're gonna place a single crochet, so that's 2. We're going to put, I think we'll just go ahead and put 2 into the chain space here, so 2 single crochets. So now we are at 4 on the edge, okay? Moving on, we are going to place a single crochet into the chain itself, which is gonna be towards the bottom. And we're actually gonna put 2 into that space. Okay, so now we kind of have our corner started. Now, just into each of the chains along, we are going to place 1 single crochet all the way down. So even in the spot where we have our chain 3 clusters, and then if you just want to work directly into the space here, you can. You're going to want to put 2 single crochets into the gap between your 3 double crochet spaces, and then just put 1 into the actual space itself. So again, we're working on the bottom side, so we're going to put 2 into the skipped 2 chains that we did at the beginning, and then 1 into our work. Okay, so we're just going to continue that all the way around until we get back down over to this side here, and then we're going to work our corners. We're going to put 3 single crochets in the corner here. We're going to work 1 single crochet across, and then we'll work 3 single crochets in the corner, and then work our way all the way back down until we get to the very, very beginning, which is going to be over here in this corner. So go ahead and work that, and then I'll meet you back here. We'll tie it off, and then we will be all finished. Here we are at the end, or at the beginning, and we are just going to join with a slip stitch. I always chain 2 to make my knot when I go to cut off. Grab your pair of scissors and then give it a little cut. Remember to leave yourself a little bit of a tail there to sew in, and then pinch your knots and pull down as tight as you can. And then if you are making these for a curtain like I did, you want to go ahead and make another one so that you have 2 completed. And then that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are planning on using this for, if you plan on using it for your curtains or something else. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's easy, beginner-friendly crochet tutorial over here on Dream9 Designs Yarn Corner of YouTube. I will see you all next time for another crochet tutorial soon. Thanks so much, friends, and have a great day.